Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm ASM Nafisur Rahman. Today, I will present the research paper. Topic is how successful are principle-based project management methodologies. In this research, examines whether principle-based approaches to project management actually improve project success, with a particular focus on the half double methodology. Actually, the motivation comes from the increasing shift in professional standards towards principles rather than rigid processes, and the lack of strong empirical evidence support this shift. Here is the outline in my presentation. First, I will begin with background and research gap, followed by problem statement, objectives and scopes. Then I will explain the methodology, results, discussion, and conclusion. And finally, I will conclude with the limitation and final research. So, in the background, first I'll discuss project success. Project success has been a central topic in project management for decades. Traditionally, success was defined using the triangle, iron triangle, time, cost, and scope. However, modern research emphasizes multidimensional success, including stockholder satisfaction, learning, and long-term value creation. This evaluation reflects the growing complexity and uncertainty of contemporary projects. Next, background project management methodologies. So, organizations rely on project management methodologies to structure work and improve outcomes. Traditional methodologies are largely process-based, focusing on control and documentation, whereas agile methodologies introduce flexibility, adaptability. Both approaches will emphasize practice and tools, sometimes at the expense of managerial judgment. So, shift towards principles. In recent years, major standards as PM Book 7 and Prince 2 have shifted towards principle-based guidance. Principles are intended to guide this decision-making across different contexts, especially under uncertainty. This shift actually raises an important question, like do project principle-based methodologies actually lead to better project outcomes? So next, research gap, prior literature. Previous studies on project management methodology shows mixed results regarding their impact on project success. Most research compares agile and traditional methods at high level, often without examining specific methodologies in depth. As a result, the mechanism through which methodologies influence success remain unclear. So, if you examine specific PMMs as empirically. So next, research principle based PMs. So although principle based methodologies are increasingly promoted, empirical research on them is limited. Very few large scale quantitative studies investigated specific principle based methodologies. This creates a gap between professional practice and academic evidence, which this study aims to address. Problem statement. The core problem addressed in this research is the lack of empirical evidence on the effectiveness of principle-based project management methodologies. Project managers and organizations do not know which principle actually contribute to success, and making it difficult to justify adoption or investment in these approaches. Research objectives. So in this study has four main objectives. First, to examine the relationship between principles-based methodologies and project success. Second, to empirically test the half methodology. Third, to analyze the impact of individual principles. And finally, to contribute both project management theory and practice. Next, scope of the study. Actually, the study focuses exclusively on principle-based project management methodologies. It's based on empirical data from 351 projects within 92 project portfolios across multiple industries. The sample primarily includes medium to large organization within a European context. Next, contribution of the paper. This research contributes in several ways. Academically, it provides strong empirical evidence supporting principle-based methodologies. Conceptually, it extends the project management methodology hierarchy by implicitly including principles. Practically, it offers guidance for manager on which principles matter most. Next, theoretical framework. The theoretical framework of this study views project success as a multidimensional construct. Principal influence project practices behaviors, and decision making, which is turn affect outcomes. Thus, principles acts bridge between organizational strategy and execution, project execution. Next, half-double methodology overview. The half-double methodology is a principle-based approach designed to increase project impact while reducing complexity. It's built around three core principles: impact, flow, and leadership. These principles guide how projects are planned, executed, and governed. SDM principle, impact. So the impact principle emphasizes stakeholder satisfaction, value creation as the primary success criteria. Rather than focusing only on deliverables, the project actually continuously assess whether they are creating real benefits for stakeholders throughout the project's life cycle. Next, SDM principle flow. The flow principle focuses on creating momentum, transparency in project execution. It emphasizes frequent interaction, visual planning, and high intensity collaboration. The goal is to reduce delays, improve coordination, and maintain continuous progress. So next, SDM principle leadership. So the leadership principle emphasize active ownership and collaborative leadership. Project leaders are expected to be present, adaptive, and reflective rather than relying solely on formal authority and predefined processes. Next, methodology research design. This study uses a quantitative research design based on a multi-informant survey. Data were collected are both project and portfolio levels, allowing for multi-level analysis. This design helps reduce common method bias and improves validity. Next, methodology sample. The final samples consist of 351 projects nested with 92 project portfolios. Respondents included both project managers and portfolio coordinators, providing multiple perspectives on project practices and outcomes. Methodology measures. Project success was measured as a multidimensional conduct, including efficiency, effectiveness, learning, and adaptiveness. The principle of the half-double methodologies was measured through underlying practices without explicitly naming the methodology to respondents. Next, methodology data analysis. The data were analyzed using multi-level regression techniques. Control variables were included at both project and portfolio levels. Several robustness checks were conducted to ensure the reliability of the findings. Results, main findings. The results show a strong positive relationship between half-double methodology and project success. The methodology explains significant additional variance beyond traditional control variables, providing strong support for the main hypothesis. Next, results principal level effects. All three principles, impact, flow, and leadership, have significant positive effects on project and success. Among them, the leadership principle shows the strongest effect, highlighting the importance of active and adaptive leadership. Next, results moderation effects. The analysis also shows that project size moderates the relationship between principal and success. The positive effects are stronger in larger projects, which no significant moderation is found for project type. Next, discussion interpretation. These results show that principle-based project management helps teams handle uncertainty better than rigid processes. Leadership is especially important as it enables effective application of principles. Overall, the findings come from earlier qualitative studies with strong quantitative evidence. Discussion, theoretical implications. This study provides empirical supports for principle-based project management theory. It shows that principles act as a bridge between strategy and execution. It also raises questions about how many principles are optimal for effective guidance. Discussion, managerial implications. Organizations should consider adapting principles-based methodologies. Leadership development should be a priority, as leadership has the strongest impact on success. Principles should be adapted to project context rather than applied rigidity. Conclusions. Principle-based methodologies improve project success. The half-double methodology is effective and simple. Leadership, impact, flow are very drivers of success. So, next, limitations. Despite its contribution, this study has several limitations. First, the research uses a cross-sectional design, which limits casual interpretations. Second, The focus is on a single methodology, the half-double methodology. So results may not generalize to all principle-based approaches. Third, the sample is limited to European organizations, which may affect cultural generability. Future work direction of future research could compare multiple project management methodologies to better understand relative effectiveness. Longitudinal research design could capture how principal influence project success over time. Additionally, cross-cultural studies, the inclusion of emerging principles such as digitalizations and sustainability would further enrich the field. So, thank you. This concludes my presentation.